If it's going to be the best UFC fight card ever, let's go through it. Who do you book? Well, we already know Conor has said he's going to be on there. He said Dana's pretty confident he's going to be on there. So, I mean, Conor versus Michael Chandler. I assume that's what you're going to do because you need some Americans on there. Michael Chandler's American as shit. So you have Conor coming back. This is going to be live for all the casuals, for the public on CBS. So you're talking about one of the most watched fights ever. Even my mom, who doesn't watch a ton of UFC, is like, holy shit, at the White House on CBS, my mom's tuning in. So if my mom's tuning in, you have damn near most of the freaking citizens of America tuning in. So it's going to be one of the most watched events of all time. So that checks the box. So you got to have a card that lives up to that hype. Conor does that. Conor checks the box for all the casuals. They don't give a fuck if he's lost. They don't care that Chandler's lost 5 out of 6. They don't give a shit about any of that. They just know that's Michael Chandler. That's Conor McGregor. They don't know they've been on these horrible losing streaks. They don't know Conor's issues in Ireland. They don't know that Michael Chandler's been freaking vying for this for about 4.5 years now. They don't know any of that stuff. They just know the fight's going down. So your main event's going to be Conor versus Michael Chandler. I could see them doing maybe, Dana's like, I need people I can trust. I could see him maybe doing a Nate Diaz Conor 3 trilogy on this. That's a possibility if he wants to really blow us. That would freak the casual out like a motherfucker. For the people in the know, we're like, yeah, it's an all right fight. But we know Conor Chandler's a fucking must-see TV. That's going to be violent. And then, so I think if it's going to be the best fight card of all time, you're getting Conor, of course. Conor's your main event. That draws all the eyeballs. Conor Michael Chandler's your main event. In your co-main event, I would almost guarantee you get John Jones. I'm putting my tinfoil hat here. I think all this shit going on with John, the edging, the dragging out with the Tom Aspinall, the stepping out of the USADA and then jumping back in it. I'm going to do this fight. Dana being pissed at him. I think all this was a plan because I think that was the original plan. And then when Trump was like, I'll do a fight card, Dana's like, hold up. You're serious? He's, yeah, dead serious. Trump loves John Jones. He's American, greatest of all time, American, right? So I think Trump goes, let's do it, but you better make it fucking pop. And Dana goes, say less. Calls John, dude, chill out. Because in June, not July, which is actually better for the UFC because they'll get lost in the sauce if you do on July 4th. But in June, we're going to do a fight card at the White House. Get ready for that. So then you get all these weird things going on with John pulling out. Obviously had the legal issues. He was even there, right? He gets vindicated from that. Now he jumps back in USADA. I think all this bullshit, all this negativity, all this bullshit for John doing all this, Duck and Tom, it all leads to the White House.
And this is what I'm curious about your thoughts on. So Anakin Florian has something called the Ray Longo Minute. You know Ray Longo, amazing coach.
Love Ray Longo.
He says that he believes that Kelvin Gastelum has an actual like eating disorder. So it's not about like the whole discipline stuff. I mean, it might be a small part of it, but the actual eating disorder is a mental thing that he thinks that.
Which is
Gastelum
disorder.
has.
He loves tacos.
Dude,
He has a show called Missing Weight. It's like a food truck show, right?
like
This is Ray talking right here.
yeah.
Part of the play, I don't want to say this, is the UFC too. I don't want to say this, and he says it. Love Longo. They're asking a guy a month notice to fight, and it's the old saying: you put a gun in a monkey's hand and you shoot somebody. Whose fault is it? The monkey's. That's what they did. They know the guy can't make weight, most likely. It's not in their favor. Go with a guy that is guaranteed lock. Yeah, I see what Longo's saying. Like, why would you give a guy who's notoriously known for missing weight a month's notice? Where when you've given him 3 months' notice, he still misses weight.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying.
On.
He goes, I like Kelvin. He's really been a nice guy from the first day I met him, but I do think he's got a serious eating disorder. He might fall into the category he's struggling with something. I believe he's struggling. I don't think it's that he doesn't care. You want to believe it's just not like, I don't give a fuck. When you sign the agreement, I really believe this guy struggles with something or his body's not responding like a normal person. I don't know. I could be he's just saying this. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I feel bad for him because it's not a good look. Don't sign the agreement if you can't make the weight.
Because
it's a discipline issue. You can say what you want about eating disorders, shit like that. It's the same thing, when people do horrible shit, like, well, he's mentally ill. Yeah.
So me and Nick actually talked about this too. Nick Davis, our producer, and Nick kind of agrees too, because Nick's like, yeah, because his training and everything he's disciplined in. It's just this is the one thing he's like terrible at.
And who tells you that he's disciplined in his training?
I don't. Nick is just guessing, and I'm guessing he does well in his
All you
training
guys
too.
are guessing.
Yeah.
So you're assuming he's disciplined in his training. You're assuming that he's cutting the right way.
Well, no. I'm assuming the training part.
He's missed weight so many times. There's an issue. It's a discipline issue. Paint it however you want. The guy loves fucking tortas. The guy loves fucking pozole too much. He's just so cultured. Cool. It's a discipline issue.
Yeah. Do we know anyone that has an actual like eating disorder? I'm trying to think. I mean, is there like legit eating disorders? Is it just straight up this?
Like being anorexic? That's different.
Oh no, yeah, that's well, actually,
that's an eating disorder.
That's just a disorder. They're worried about getting fat.
Yes.
So it's not.
And then there's the obese people that for a reason don't have friends or the family trauma, so they eat to feel comfort. I don't think Kelvin's dealing with that. He's not like.
At least it's not to that degree. When you mentioned the anorexia thing, then that just got my mind thinking like, yeah, that's a true mental illness.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. So I think we got to be careful. The term mental disorder and all that has gotten used way too much. This is 100. Like we're getting kind of outside the box here. Listen, he's a professional athlete. This is 100% a lack of discipline. Oh, he loves taquitos. Stop.
So is taquitos.
It's fucking a discipline issue. He's a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal fighter, could have been champ, but didn't do what others were willing to do to get there. That's it. End of story. He has to figure it out now, otherwise he's going to lose his job. That's how this goes. Mentally, he's fine. Kelvin's a monster. He's one of the toughest guys in the UFC. He can navigate this and figure it out. You just got to fucking tighten things up. You don't need to go see a therapist or call BetterHelp or tell people, get online and cry and tell people about your feelings and how you love fucking tostadas. Fuck all that. Tighten the fuck up. You're talented as fuck. You have one of the best chins of all time. Even with your love of fucking Mexican food, you're still a beast. You put on one of the greatest fucking performances at middleweight of all time. If you just got your shit together, you could be world champion at 170, but you have to fight at 85 because you love food. That's it.